The woman behind the throne. Long before she became a legend, Moremi Ajasoro was a queen in the ancient Yoruba kingdom of Ife, a land blessed with rich culture, powerful kings, and deep spiritual ties. Moremi was not just a consort, she was royalty in her own right. Born of noble blood and married into power, she was the kind of woman whose presence stirred both admiration and respect. She was known for her beauty, yes, but it was her courage, intelligence, and fierce love for her people that made her unforgettable. While others wore the crown with pride, she wore it with purpose. Moremi would walk the palace courtyards, listening to the whispers of soldiers, the cries of market women, and the fears of children. She remembered. Beneath her grace, a storm was brewing in her soul. Because while kings debated, it was Moremi who stood by the palace gates at dusk, watching distant fires burn, knowing peace would soon be shattered. And when that day came, Ife would not need a queen of gold. It would need a woman of fire. When spears failed and spirits answered, war drums thundered, spears rose. But the enemies were not men, they were shadows wrapped in mystery. The invaders, known as forest spirits, attacked under moonlight and vanished by dawn. Their masks were terrifying, their power unexplainable. Every attempt to fight back ended in failure. Brave warriors fell. Fear wore the crown, and panic spread. When warriors could no longer protect the kingdom, Moremi turned to the unseen. Under the veil of night, she went to the sacred Esiman River, the spirit stream that whispered secrets of the ancestors. Alone and unarmed, she stepped into its waters. There, with trembling lips, she offered a vow. Spirit of the river, I am your servant. Lend me the light to see through shadows. Guide me to the heart of the enemy. And in return, I will give you whatever you ask, even what I hold most dear. The river was silent. But somewhere beyond this world, the gods began to listen. A bride in chains, a warrior in disguise. To conquer the enemy, Moremi became one of them. She allowed herself to be captured by the enemy, entering their camp deep in the forest. The people thought her a traitor, but she was on a sacred mission. The raiders, believing she was a prize of war, had no idea she was their queen. Moremi watched and listened. Slowly, she uncovered their secret. They were men who wore terrifying masks made of raffia and bark, using illusion and firelight to spread fear. Their greatest weakness was fire. The masks could be burned, revealing their true selves. Armed with this knowledge, Moremi escaped under moonlight and returned to Ife, a conqueror of secrets. She revealed the truth. Use fire. Burn their fear into ash. Reveal the men behind the masks. The people rose again, with flames in hand and truth in their hearts. The oath comes due. The fire spread like thunder. When the invaders returned, they faced warriors wielding flames. The raiders' masks turned to ash, and their illusions crumbled. Ife was free. The people celebrated. Moremi was a hero. But her vow to the river spirit echoed still. One night, the river called her name, not in anger, but in debt collected. The spirit asked, "What do you love most in this world?" Moremi knew the answer. Her only son, the boy she raised, who called her mother with joy. Tears fell, but she did not resist. She gave her child to the spirit, not because she lacked love, but because she had too much of it. The kingdom mourned. Some said it was cruel. But Moremi stood still. She became more than queen. More than hero. She became myth. Moremi the divine, queen, warrior, legend. Moremi's sacrifice echoed through generations. Her name is spoken with reverence. Festivals honor her. Shrines stand where the river spirit claimed its due. She is worshipped not just as queen, but as a deity, guardian of courage and resilience. Her journey shows that true power lies not in crowns or swords, but in love, sacrifice, and keeping a sacred oath. And now, Moremi's story belongs to you. If her bravery moved you, if her sacrifice stirred your heart, and if you want more untold African legends, subscribe to the IC247. Join us for stories that inspire, empower, and connect us to